So let's start with. So we're gonna start with strength, and we're gonna start with Relentless Raider.
Okay. Well, it's it's really good in aggro, but like it's not amazing. It's just good, right?
Yeah, like combo deck and aggro deck. So I would give it a 3.
Yeah. Well, combo deck is just the whisk matter, but not really meta.
But even
So
like
yeah, I guess if you play mono red, for example, you might want the card, but I think you'll be fine without it. So I think free is fair.
yeah, like aggro. Even like Math Satyr, you play this card. It's like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely replaceable. I think free is fair.
Yeah, it's not
So
low enough for 2. Wait, is Aldora a story card? Or do you need a crafter?
uh
He's Clockwork City. Okay, okay. So I know you like this card. What would you give it?
Outdoor I think is on free as well. Like it's just good. Like if you have like an extra slot, you might include it, but hey, it's never uh, amazing, right? It's just more like a curve filler for me.
Yeah. I would give it a 3 as well. I don't think you auto-include in most red decks, but she's very playable. I've
Yeah.
gotten her the treasure hunt twice, which is pretty fun. Yeah. She's a
I've
3.
never gotten the treasure hunt off. I just play her naturally without supports in my deck.
Yeah, it's like a 3 mana 4/4. Or
Yeah.
potentially better. Okay, we'll go on to Skyforge.
Skyforge. Okay. Well, I I guess that's two. Like it's not absolutely unplayable, but just not amazing.
Blade, I don't think it's a 1. So Aini ran this in his Voice of Balance deck, and it's not bad. Like, I think it's a 2. Like, that deck utilizes Skyforge pretty well. So I would give it a 2.
Yeah, I think too. Like it's not that weak. They're weaker cards, but it's just there are a lot stronger cards as well.
Yeah, like, so Aini's deck, like, the only combo deck I can think of is Aini's deck, and it's very good with, like, you can play with his Dawn's Dragonstar Rider, and you get the buffs later on. And it activates Voice of Balance. It's like a 4th Corsair ship.
Yeah. But to be honest, I've not really seen it much. I don't think it's ever been meta.
Oh,
So,
it was when
but
Voice
yeah,
of
I
Balance
think
first came out.
I think if we give a rating of one to all the cards that have never been meta, like how the list will be one, right?
Yeah.
So I think two is fair.
Yeah, and Aini, you piloted that deck to rank 4, but it is Aini, so. But this card was in the deck list, and it was actually quite relevant. Even he said so. So, I think it's a 2. Okay, Garnag.
Okay, that's fair. Garnak. I really like Garnak, but he's more of a meta call. So yeah, I think four is fair. Like you never. It's not like if you play aggressive or mid-range deck with red, you always put Garnak. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. So it's really good in the right meta, but not all the time, right? You never start your deck building with Garnak.
Yeah. It definitely wrecks Control and Nixox. Um, I think it's close to a 5, but it's a 4. Yeah. But you get this from story mode, so you don't need to craft it anyways. What do you think about
Oh yeah,
Reeve?
that's from. Uh, You have him at 3 here. I think Reeve is similar to Garnak. I think I would put him at 4. I think if you're playing aggressive red deck, you always put Reeve in.
Yeah, but is it? I think it's very strong, but I'm not sure if it's. I can see it as a 3. 3.5? Yeah, Reeve, like, Chris gave it 3.5.
Okay, so we're gonna do half ratings as well?
Or, like, if we can't decide, we'll do half.
Okay, yeah, then 3.5 is fair.
Okay. Next card is Blood Dragon. I think it's similar to Reeve, right?
Red. It kinda is, yeah. Like it's just a really strong development play. But it costs 1 more than Reeve, and I think that hurts a bit. So I think it's if Reeve is 3.5, Blood Dragon would be 3. Like it's slightly worse.
But it
But not too
controls the
much.
board and fights for the board better.
Yeah, it does. But like, when was the last time you saw a Blood Dragon?
You played one against me, ruining my 10 win streak. So
Okay, but I'm the only one who plays Blood Dragon, right? I've never seen anyone else play. I play 3 copies of Blood Dragon in my battle mage, but I think it's more of a meta call because like what else am I gonna put at 5? Like Blood Dragon is there and it's okay, so I'm just running Blood Dragons. I'm not running it because it's absolutely amazing. It's more
yeah,
of
that's
a
true.
curve fewer.
It used to be 5 card, but now it's like it got slowly went to a 3. So in 2016 it was probably 5.
Yeah. I'll put it at 3, even though I played.
Okay. Stendar's Hammer. 1.
Yeah.
Okay, next card.
I've never seen this card.
Didn't
I think one.
you
I
get it
got
off Merrick?
from Merrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Merrick, and that's about it.
Yeah. I only own this card because I packed it and got it off a like 3 win award.
Oh, I have a premium copy.
Ooh. Oh, you probably got it from like a gauntlet event or something.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Ulfric Stormcloak. It's from Heroes of Skyrim, so you don't need to craft this. What would you give it? I'll give it 1.5.
1.5.
Or maybe 2, 2. It's playable.
I think it's a 5 mana 6/5, so it's not absolute garbage. But the effect, it's really hard to build around.
No, the problem is it's
Especially in
red.
red.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, and you have the worst shout.
yeah.
Even the neutral shout is better.
Dude, I think if the effect could affect your own minions, it would be better, but still unplayable. But I think it has to target your own minion. It's like a cast out.
Oh, you mean the shout?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be a nice little change, buff. But yeah, the card is so bad that I think you can make a case for it.
Okay, so this is a 2. What would you give it?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Woodorc Headhunter. I would give this a 4.
Yeah, I agree. Like if you play something that has orcs, you start with Woodorc Headhunter. Like you just put 3 copies in and then you put all the rest, right? Like,
Yeah,
there is not a case you will be playing something with orcs and not Headhunter, or even something like Mid Warrior that has what, like 9?
Yeah, 9 orcs just for
and still
Headhunter.
plays Headhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very solid card. Okay, we'll move on to Ashcan. I would say
Ashcan.
2.5.
So many people are excited about Ashcan and no one plays it now. Yeah, I think 2.5 is about fair. It's
Like,
just worse than Yarrow, right?
I don't think it's worse than Jarl, but it's very tricky to find a deck. Like, Petamax's aggro archer utilizes this card quite well, but even then it can brick.
Yeah. I don't know, it's one of those cards that you kind of have to build around in order to proc it, but then sometimes you don't draw it, and
Yeah, then that's when you crash.
yeah,
And you can't even include 3-ofs,
yeah,
because if you include 3-ofs, it's really awkward. You have to discard one usually. I guess you don't mind at that point.
yeah.
Okay, Scar Drill Master. I give it a 2.
Is that the rally
2.
guy?
Like
You have it at 3 here,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I think it's more of a 2 because it's such low tempo play. I'll put it at 2.
It's like a
Like I would never put this in my deck.
Do you think Sales is better? I think Sales is better than this card.
Oh yeah, I think Sales is better.
Yeah. I just
It's weak to the same stuff, but the payout is much better.
yeah. It's just too slow. Like, could this actually work in like a red control deck? Like just as a value card.
Like the problem, okay, Sales is sometimes good because like you do a really slow 6 mana 5/5, but next turn, if you get the Pilfer, then you are back on tempo, right?
Yeah.
With the Drill Master, you are not making this tempo back. Like you always be behind in tempo after you play it.
Yeah, it's just pure value and it's not that amazing.
Yeah, it's just value and it's conditional value, so it's yeah. I'll put it at 2.
Okay. World Eater's Eerie. 1.5. 1.
I mean, I've seen people try to build around it, but no one has been successful, so I'll give it a big 1.
Big, yeah, okay, big 1. Okay. I don't think, yeah, it's just pretty bad. Okay. Wildfire, Ayla the Huntress.
I think a strong card. It's not amazing, but like if you have an extra slot and you want to include some extra late game, you play in your deck. Like you're not gonna be mad about it, right?
Yeah, I think it's I played it when I was playing budget, so I think it's like a
Yeah.
3 or 4. It's not as good as Belligerent Giant, but sometimes it's better, obviously. A 3, I think a 3.
Yeah, I think 3 is fair.
Okay, Wildfire Dragon.
Wildfire Dragon. So I mean it's pretty bad, but it's not worth Outer's eye rebut. So I think 1.5 or 2.
Yeah, 1.5 I would say. Like yeah, 1.5 for me. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's just because it has a body, and sometimes you want a big body. Like it's not the effect is almost never relevant.
Like Doomcrag in this, but like no way. And it has dragon tag, so it's not extremely irrelevant. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vigilant Giant.
Vigilant Giant. Right, this is a really strong card. I like. I think if you're playing a rage deck, you always play Vigilant Giant. But it doesn't just go into any control red or If you're playing aggressive red, you don't play Vigilant, obviously. So yeah, I think 4 is fair.
Yeah.
It's definitely really strong.
I think it's the best red legendary in terms of like play rate and power level. Like, I would put this at 1.
If,
Like in terms of crafting, like Garnag is probably the best, but you don't need to craft Garnag.
I mean, it depends. It depends your play style. If you want to play rage decks, then yeah, you always start from Vigilant Giant. But if you want to play aggro red, then you don't really want it.
Yeah, but it seems like the best legendary in red, like in terms of like what you would craft. If I was gonna craft a legendary.
I mean, you could do the Headhunter if you want to play
Oh yeah,
Mid-Warrior
okay,
or
Headhunter.
Orc.
So yeah,
So it's
Headhunter
one
or
of the
Vigilant
two.
Giant would be my top 2 red ones.
Yeah, depends on your play style.
Okay, Volendrung.
Drunk.
1.5. I've seen it played a few times, but that was in 2017.
I've seen it played, but I've even lost to it, but I didn't lose because of it.
Okay.
So yeah, I think 1.5.
It's not completely dead. Okay. Aspect of Hircine. I've seen people try this more and more, and I've actually got destroyed by it. I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card. It's not an auto include in any deck, I don't think, but it's like if you want to build to have a little bit higher curve, so you can close against control. I think you can put a copy or two. So yeah, I think I'll give it a rating of 3. It's more of those like feel like curve filler with powerful effect.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Blood Dragonish. Yeah, and yeah, I'd give it a 3. I think you can craft this. Like I think someone ran it in mid battle mage and it wasn't that horrible.
Yeah, I'm considering crafting this, and because I don't own any copies, so I think I actually should, because it does seem like you can run a copy of this.
Yeah, it's kind of like Vigilant Giant because you can go face or just a big fat guard. Like Super played this.
Yeah, it's a really good finisher. Yeah. But yeah, I like it at 3.
Okay. Next card. Jamora Marquinez. So I got destroyed by this in the ramp gauntlet. Someone night to remember this and then 24 in my face.
Yeah, so it's a fun card. It's not particularly strong, but yeah, a lot of people have built around it, I've seen, and yeah, you can do some really dumb things with Marquinez and World Eater Siri. But yeah, in terms of power level, it's not amazing.
Why are you playing a 1? Okay. Never mind. I would give this a 2.
Yeah, I think 1.5 or 2. Like, it's never gonna be meta, but it's always gonna be fun, right?
Yeah. Not a waste of gems. But this is like Stendar's hammer on a stick, right?
Yeah, it's better than standard hammer, I think.
Oh wait, because Stendar's hammers can't attack face. Right. Okay. So red year. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that red year would be really, really powerful, but I just don't see it at all. Like, it's nowhere to be found in the meta.
Joe played it in his tournament list. I guess.
Like, if you're playing control, you usually want to stabilize before turn 10, right? Turn 10 is a bit late most of the time.
Yeah, but it's still like a 10 mana removal.
Yeah, it's a strong effect.
Like a 10
But
damage removal even, if you need to remove something big.
yeah, definitely. It's a strong card. No, I'm just surprised that I'm not seeing it at all.
I think it's a
So yeah,
3 or
it's
2.5.
free to be honest.
Yeah, 3 I think.
I think free. Like if you're playing control red, you usually play red here.
Okay. The premium's pretty good. And yeah, you can get an achievement with this. So if you need the achievement hunting, you can get the red mountain by doing 100 damage with the red year.
Oh yeah, I did that in my skewer deck.
Okay. So now we'll move on. Okay, so to close this up, we'll say the top 5 cards. So personally, I would put Vigilant Giant or Warlock at 1. But I think Giant is more prevalent in the current meta because Orc Giants aren't as powerful as like Control Dagoth or Mid Battle Mage. So I put Vigilant Giant as 1 and Warlock as 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Garnag is
And
probably up there, but we're doing crafts. So what would you put at 3?
well, I know it's crap, but you still have to spend resources, right? In order to buy the. Okay. Let's only do the craftable cards.
Yeah.
So what you have in the document is Reeve, Blood Dragon, and Treatier. Probably Reeve and Blood Dragon are correct. Red Deer, I'm not too sure.
So what would be the 5th card? Relentless Raider?
Oh god, it's probably Relentless
Or Aspect of
Raider.
Hircine?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's put Aspect
Okay,
of
yeah,
Hircine as
I'll
5.
put that. Yeah, that's fine. Aspect of.
So number 1 is Vigilant Giant, just because it's the current meta. 2 is Wood Orc, because it's very powerful in red aggressive decks. And 3 is Reeve. 4 is Blood Dragon, and 5 is Aspect of Hircine.